Major new developments in Philadelphia's carjacking crisis. Police have made a big arrest, and a suspect is now facing murder charges, confirming what CBS 3 first reported yesterday.
Eyewitness News reporter Joe Holden was the first to break this story. He joins us live from Penn Presbyterian Medical Center. Good afternoon, Joe.
Siaf and Natasha, good afternoon to you. That big break for Philadelphia police, the FBI, the U.S. Attorney's Office, the ATF, the DA's office, started right here outside Penn Presbyterian Medical Center. An alert officer with the University of Pennsylvania noticed a tag on a car. He said that Philadelphia police had just put out a be on the lookout for, a bolo, and then led police to an apartment building in Lansdowne, Delaware County. Just from a couple of years ago, carjacking rates are 7 times what they were in 2020. Right now, investigators tell me this break today should put a major dent in a lot of cases. This is Jonathan Akubu. Sources say the 28-year-old from Delaware County was surprised investigators finally tracked him down at this apartment complex in Lansdowne. Police found Akubu heavily armed, alleged to have an AK-47 within reach. He and a handful of others are believed to be tied to more than 4 dozen carjackings and a handful of shootings in Philadelphia. Crimes that have unnerved an entire city and have pressured investigators to quickly build their case.
Look at what our people are up against. I mean, our officers are equipped with Glocks generally and body armor. Some of these guys are running around with AK-47s, AR-15s, and multi-shot clips.
Akubu was tracked to his apartment after a University of Pennsylvania police officer thought the license plate on a car outside Penn Presbyterian matched a tag Philadelphia police were searching for. Over the last few weeks, high-ranking sources have told CBS 3 3 distinct groups were driving the high number of carjackings. Teens out to joyride, 16 to 30-year-olds stealing cars to commit additional crimes, and those carjacking vehicles to then ship them out of the country.
We think that Jonathan was the ringleader for this. And we think that the individuals that he was working with more than likely were younger than him.
Akubu has been charged specifically in 3 incidents, including 2 murders. Beginning Friday, February 4th, police say he robbed a woman in the 7600 block of Elmwood in southwest Philadelphia. Police say he shot at a man who had come to the door before speeding off in the victim's car. 2 days later in northeast Philadelphia, police say Akubu shot a man who had just visited his mother in the 2100 block of Afton Street. The victim, identified as George Priscilla, died a short time later at the hospital. And 10 days ago on February 12th, another fatal shooting, this time in the 8100 block of Grover's in Southwest. Police say Aya Gabese was shot and killed.
If you're doing wrong, if you're engaging in illegal activities, the PPD and all of these people behind me, local, state, federal law enforcement agencies that you see, are coming for you.
Tonight, Jonathan Akubu is being held in jail without bail. He faces significant jail time. Of course, if convicted, he has priors. Police at this point right now believe, again, he is behind as many as 4 dozen carjackings. They are building those cases and looking for additional suspects in the case. Natasha, Siafa.
Joe, it appears as though apprehending the suspect was truly a multi-jurisdictional effort.
Yes, Siafa, you know what? And optics will tell the broader story here. It wasn't just the Philadelphia Police Department. There was unity across the board. The District Attorney's Office, the federal government, and Philly PD all sending a very clear message. Enough is enough. Back to you.
Well, also, Joe, we know that you have been on top of this story from the very beginning. What was the feeling in that room behind the scenes today with so many entities concerned and on top of this problem here in the city of Philadelphia right now?
Well, you gather a sense that what next? What worse could come of this? So you saw a sharp escalation with these crimes on police hands back in November when a Temple University student named Samuel Collington got into a struggle just stepping out of his car. He was shot and killed. And then the murder of George Priscilla just earlier this month. The escalation in violence connected to these carjackings. In that room today, you could feel there was just somewhat a sense of relief, but there is so much work left to be done.
All right, Joe, thank you so much. We do appreciate your reporting.